When looking at the career of Matt Dibenedetto, let's just say it's been a roller coaster of one so far. Dibenedetto's first NASCAR experience came in 2009, racing for Joe Gibbs Racing in the then called Nationwide Series at Memphis Motor Speedway, driving the 20 car. Dibenedetto then raced part-time in the 20 car in 2010. In 6 races for JGR, he finished with 2 top 10s. Fast forward to 2012 in the K&N East Series. Dibenedetto was forced out of his ride at X-Team Racing due to lack of sponsorship. Dibenedetto then joined the Motorsports Group as a starting park midway through the 2020 season. In 2013, he joined Vision Racing, racing in the Nationwide Series in the 37 car part-time as a starting park. Dibenedetto has called this part of his career as a valuable learning experience and seat time. If you're watching this video and don't know what a start park is or what the driver has to do, well, it's pretty simple. The name starting park is self-explanatory. What the driver has to do is the team usually has 2 cars in most cases. They have a primary car that they put most of their money in. As for the starting park, the team doesn't practice at all and will hire a driver that can give them the fastest qualifying lap possible to make the race. The team, if they make the race, will race about 5 laps or so, then bring the car to the garage, collect a check, and put money towards tires, crew guys, or whatever else the team needs. With that out of the way, this is what Dibenedetto did for a while. In 2014, Dibenedetto quietly made his name known at the Firecracker 250 at Daytona. Dibenedetto replaced the injured Jeffrey Earnhardt in the 4 car for JD Motorsports. For the rest of the 2014 season, Dibenedetto would have 2 top 15 finishes, one at Mid-Ohio and the other at Road America. Dibenedetto would finish 21st in points. In 2015, Dibenedetto made his Cup Series debut with BK Racing at Phoenix after failing to qualify at Atlanta and Las Vegas. After Johnny Sauter announced that he would not race any more races for BK Racing after racing the Daytona 500, Dibenedetto took over the 83 car full-time, declaring for Cup Series points and Rookie of the Year contention. During the 2015 season, Dibenedetto was involved in an on-track incident with 3-time Cup champion Tony Stewart. Dibenedetto called Stewart, quote, an arrogant prick. Dibenedetto returned to BK Racing full-time in 2016. He would run multiple cars such as the 83, the 93, and the 49 in 2016, as BK Racing had a rotating roster. During the 2016 season, Dibenedetto crashed in the Xfinity Series race at Texas, suffering a concussion, and was forced to miss the Cup race the next day. In 2017, Dibenedetto moved to Go Fast Racing in the 32 car. In his first race at Daytona, he finished 9th. Which was his second top 10 of his career at that point. Later in the season, Dibenedetto became a Reddit darling as he sported a Reddit-sponsored paint scheme for the 2017 All-Star race. Dibenedetto learned of Reddit after the Reddit community sponsored Josh Weiss in 2014 with the now infamous Dogecoin paint scheme. Later in the season, at the Brickyard, Dibenedetto managed to avoid the chaos and came home with a top 10 finish. After the race, Go Fast Racing re-signed Dibenedetto for the 2018 season. Before the spring race at Phoenix, Dibenedetto posted on Twitter that the team did not have sponsorship for the weekend. Fellow drivers Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick and NASCAR legend Darrell Waltrip donated money and started a GoFundMe to help Dibenedetto find sponsorship. The team landed online poker company Zynga Poker. Later in the season, at Daytona, Dibenedetto once again avoided the chaos and finished 7th, scoring another top 10. In September of 2018, Dibenedetto announced that he was not returning to the 32 car and was taking a bet on himself to land a better ride. In October, after a deal fell through for Daniel Hemrick to drive the 95 car for Leavine Family Racing, they announced that Dibenedetto would drive the 95, replacing Casey Kane and Regan Smith. In his first race for the now Joe Gibbs aligned 95 team, Dibenedetto led a majority of the laps in the Daytona 500, but was collected in the big one with 15 laps to go. A few months later, Dibenedetto showed off his road course ability at Sonoma, where he scored a 4th place finish. On August 15, 2019, Dibenedetto announced that he was not returning to the 95 car for the 2020 season. It was announced that Xfinity Series star Christopher Bell would be in the 95 car for the 2020 season. That weekend, Dibenedetto gave it his all at Bristol and led 93 laps, but a late race incident with Ryan Newman caused damage to the front of Dibenedetto's car. Denny Hamlin blew by Dibenedetto and didn't look back. Dibenedetto finished 2nd, and after the race, here's what Matt had to say.
I don't know. So much. I wanted to win so bad for these guys, for this team, for them giving me this opportunity. I'm just thankful that they gave me this opportunity. Toyota, Procore, Dumont Jets, and Estewana, Spray Comatal. I'm so thankful, but man, I'm sad. We got tight after the deal with Newman when he came up into us, and all of a sudden it got really tight after that. But dude, congrats to Denny. He raced hard. been a fan of his since I was a kid. To be racing door to door with him at Bristol in front of a great group of fans. I'm trying not to get emotional, but it's been a tough week, and I just want to stick around and keep doing this for a long time to come. I love it. I love the opportunity, and I'm not done yet. Something will come open. It's gonna happen. I'm here to win. Something's gonna come open. I'm proud of these guys. Thankful for my wife and fans for sticking with me. It's been a tough journey. It's been a hard week, and this is cool for this team.
As you can hear in the background, the fans were cheering for him. Here's what Denny Hamlin had to say to NBC after the race.
I'm so sorry to Matt Dibenedetto, Mike Wheeler. I hate it. I mean, I know a win would mean a lot to that team, but I got to give it 110% for FedEx and my whole team, and just sorry. But proud of this whole FedEx team for giving me a great car.
The fans and drivers had Dibenedetto's back, and in my opinion, it's well deserved. Matt Dibenedetto is what NASCAR should be, and a driver we haven't seen in a while. He's more than paid his dues, and he's not using mommy and daddy's money to work his way up, and he doesn't have sponsorship keeping him in a seat. He's a driver and a damn good one. He's more than deserving of the 21 car, and he will be a threat at the super speedways and at Bristol and the road courses. But hey, I'm Korey, and that's my opinion of Matt Dibenedetto.